Owen, what a dramatic ending to the game. Can I just get your immediate reactions after that?
Yeah, delighted. Obviously over the moon with the result itself. That's what cup games are all about, is being into the next round. But I think, the manner of the way that we've advanced tonight, and how proud I am of the players. Every single one of them, I think, we talked about sacrifice and desire in the changing room before the game, and you could see that in the end. And even going into extra time, you could hear this girl saying, "Do it for Perlo, do it for Perlo." And I think that says it all about the group and, the strength of the group. We've got fantastic players, but, they die for each other and they die for the jersey, and we've seen that tonight.
When Perlo did go off, Owen, what did you say to the girls then after that, or how did the girls react?
I think it was a case of next 5-10 minutes steadying the ship. By the way, Maggie dropped back into that position, and she was outstanding. I thought, along with Kiva, two players that haven't played a lot of football at centre back. They were just brilliant in terms of what they dealt with in terms of the pressure. But so was the whole team. I just think it was a case of making sure we regrouped for 5 or 10 minutes. We stayed organised, we stayed in the game and didn't do anything silly and concede. And then we were able to make changes that I thought made a huge impact on the game. And the players that, like I said, that came on, not just Megan with our goal at the end, but Gemma, Noelle, Hannah, these type of players really impacted the game massively when they came on the pitch.
The game, it almost seemed like a game of chess, Owen. Does it make that harder for you as a manager to make those tactical decisions when it's so close?
Yeah, look, I think that's the case when you play against Rovers and you play against the Collie O'Neill side. It's going to be a little bit like chess. It's going to be really tactical. We both probably make tweaks and we adapt every time that we play each other, just because of the way that they play and the way that we play. Sometimes it can nearly cancel each other out. But I thought for large periods we were the better side without being outstanding. I think at times in the first half we could have punished them a little bit more for mistakes that they maybe made. I thought sometimes in our build-up we were a little bit sloppy. But sometimes when you're not right at your best, it's the other side of the game that can carry you through, and I think that's where we certainly weren't lacking today, and we had 15-16 warriors out there today, and it got the result that we got in the end.
Megan alluded when she came on that maybe you were thinking this could go on to penalties. Was that the thinking there when she came on, or were you hoping maybe she could get a last minute winner?
Both. If she can get the last minute winner like she did, then fantastic. But obviously at that stage, 10-15 minutes to go, you're thinking that it could go to penalties, especially when you're us potentially and you're the team with 10 men, and it's a case of making sure you're resolute and you're compact and you're defending your box well, but still carrying a threat going forward. And I think you could see that with the changes that we made. We had players on the pitch. We had Megan, Hannah Healy, Gemma, Noelle, as I said. So we still had players that could really pose a threat going forward and had the ability to win the game, and that proved to be the case.
Can you just talk a little bit about the celebrations after Megan scored? The celebrations were it seemed like a very good moment, and after the final whistle as well. Just the fans in general must have been just a special moment for you, the club, and everyone involved. Yeah,
look, I thought the support tonight was special. Honestly, I thought the fans gave us that real boost when we needed it, and they were like that throughout the game. By the way, it wasn't just the case when we went down to 10 men. Right before kick-off, you could hear them singing, and that makes a big impact on the players. Especially games like today when they're tight and they're tense. And your backs are against the walls a little bit. That can make all the difference. And we thank them for that support, and we want to make sure that they know that that they make a huge difference to us, and that we make sure that we get that support between now and the end of the season.
And congrats on the win. Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks, Sean.